So we're doing this shit because Word Chemist decided he wanted to disappear out of state because he has a whole bunch of child support cases that he doesn't want to pay for, especially in the state of Arkansas, where
Yo, deadass. I thought I was the only person that said Arkansas.
of course you do, you island coconut grabbing motherfucker.
No, like that's the only place on the map. You look at it and you're like, Arkansas?
Oh, well, anyway, look.
What backwood dickhead said Arkansas? Like, Arkansas is spelled way differently.
Yeah, but shout out to them cats in Little Rock, because that's where Word Chemist has to go pay that child support. He's gonna be at the courthouse. I don't know how close that is to the governor's mansion in Little Rock or whatever, but yeah, Word Chemist gonna be over there. I am Shinobi Stalin.
I am Marz Mello.
And we are part of the Beer Money Unlimited Beat Ministry Scumbag Jazz Crew. And
we like to talk shit.
Yeah. We're going to end up in a black hole now.
Yeah, we're just talking
We're going
shit.
into a black hole.
We're just talking shit. Like,
where are we going to start?
Let's start with what I'm looking at. Imperious Rex.
Okay, what'd you think?
Sean Price album.
What'd you think?
I thought it was incredible until I heard the parts of it where
you about to be a hip hop nerd?
Yeah.
Like I'm a hip hop.
Like,
yeah.
If you're like, you just have to be. Only downsides of it, like, you can hear some of the unfinished joints and some of the joints where he may have started recording and then left his idea behind the studio, like, yo, this is my direction with the joint. So after his untimely passing, they had to, like, falsify what he would have done.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's how I heard it, too. I heard a lot of takes that whatever, but that Clicks and Clans shit is complete fire. That is a song I've been waiting for my whole life. As a super boot camp fan who wasn't a WuTang, who fuck with WuTang but didn't fuck with WuTang because everyone fuck with WuTang, I was a huge boot camp Click fan. So to hear all them dudes on tracks together is always refreshing to me.
Well, the thing was, apparently, I'd heard it multiple times over the years that there was supposed to always have been a giant boot camp WuTang album, but at the time, WuTang was going through their shit. And then when they got their shit together, Boot Camp was going through their shit.
Yeah.
So it was like it just never got right. So now where everybody's older and this is all about the music and nobody cares anymore. You know, some of the key members are no longer here. So
okay, here's my theory. This is what I want. This is what I want. And I told you this the other day. I want a group with Havoc, Q-Tip, and Rockness Monster in the same group.
So for those who don't understand, this is prominent group members who is co-partner in that group has passed away.
Rest in peace to Fife, Prodigy, Sean Price. And shout out to actually, you know what I want to do? I want to give a shout out to our brother J Biz, because he had a Sean Price verse and it's the only storytelling verse Sean Price ever spit in his life. Besides, like, the shit on Monkey Bars.
I was about to say, Monkey Bars,
he had some storytelling shit. But y'all need to hear Hey Ladies. Because Hey Ladies is like 24 bars of Sean Price telling a story.
But I feel like he always tells stories. Like,
nah, nigga, not like this.
I mean, like, all right, so you got to define storytelling. Cause
I'm defining storytelling.
Telling me the way you're going to beat somebody up, that's a story.
No. But he's telling a story like he got with a chick and she was fucking mad. And whatever, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't like, I got these bars, and these bars are explaining how I'm going to whoop your ass, right? That's a story, but it's not a story like this is a story.
Right, no, I get what you're saying. But
don't act like you ain't heard Hey Ladies, though.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like, he always tells stories on, like, there's no description left when he tells you how you're going to get beat down.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like,
his shit on the new Wu shit was fire, too.
Yes.
His shit on the new Wu shit might have been the best verse that should have been on that album.
Well, speaking of the new shit.
Fuego tape. What do you think? I'm not through with you all the way. I'm about 9 songs. Last song I heard was Why with RZA. Which is okay.
I still haven't started it only because
it's good.
There's so much hesitation in my fucking body.
No, dude, it's good. It's decent. It's decent. But you know what it is? Like, to me, it's not a full Wu album, but it is it's a Wu album, but it's not a Wu album.
Like my.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. because they had albums,
Yeah.
where you were like,
Meth though, meth is murdering everything.
Meth, like, all right. So when I really like, I've always, all right. So I'll say it like, I guess the best way I can explain it is, I've always known rap. I was born into
You're a
rap
liar.
already existing.
You knew about that Calypso shit.
Shut up.
With the fucking steel drums.
No, it
Ding,
didn't.
ding, 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 ding.
Like I was born into rap already being there. So growing up, by the time I was like, let me fully pay attention to this thing here, Method Man was it. He was the guy. And
I never gave a fuck about Method Man when I was a kid.
most people didn't.
You know why though? Because all the girls loved him, and I was like, "Fuck this nigga." If all
Yo.
the girls love him, fuck this guy.
And I wasn't even like, I never
listened to his bars.
I never saw that part of it. It's just like
What's your favorite song off Takao?
off to Cal.
Mine is Meth vs. Chef. That's my favorite song on the album.
Yeah, like so. How can you tell me then? That's
I'm just saying, like I couldn't fuck with him because all the girls liked him, and I'm fucking anti everything. So if I knew the girls liked it and all the fucking
I'll be
popular
honest
fuck
with you.
boys liked it, I wasn't fucking with the shit.
The single, the MET, the Method Man song, like
I didn't like that song.
legit great song.
Hey yo, I didn't like Protect Your Neck.
How?
It was whatever. I like Mystery of Chess Boxing. That was my shit.
That's not on that album, no.
Yeah, it is on 36.
No, it's on 36. Not Method Man. Not the
Yeah,
Cal.
no, you talking about? No, it's not. Yeah, we were fucking on some.
I know
other shit.
you just
Nah,
jumped like
yeah,
3 albums.
I just jumped 2 years ahead. 2 years behind.
Like
No.
Cal though.
Well, no, you talking about like Bring Your Pain and shit.
Yeah, like yo,
Bring Your
like
Pain was cool. I fuck with it. But that, nah.
METHOD, man. Like
You know what's crazy?
As
I'm gonna tell you a hip hop confession. When I first heard Jizza, what's the name of the shit? When the MCs aim to give up the name and took the form, some had to snort cocaine.
But I know, yeah, I know what you're
Okay,
talking
so
about.
the first couple times I heard that, right? So this is what, 95?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 10, 11 years old. I didn't like that shit. Now it's one of my favorite fucking songs ever. Like, I love that song now.
That makes sense
I
if you're.
hated that song when I first heard it.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like those songs I used to hate back in the day, I listen to now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's just pretty
Oh,
dope. Like, all right,
I didn't like MLP.
I'll never say some shit like that because it don't make no sense.
I know. I didn't like MLP. For
Also,
some reason,
I'm not getting
I
beat
wasn't-
up for no random reason. No, fuck that.
Pharoah Monch, I didn't like either.
Now you're bugging.
Yeah.
I'm not
There are a couple rappers that I love now that I didn't like for some weird reason.
I will.
You know why? I think with MOP, it was I didn't hear enough, and I heard a lot of people on their dicks.
Nah.
And then, but then I heard Firing Squad, like
you
for
was
real,
one
for
of
real.
them niggas, you was scared to get robbed. You was like, I can't listen to these niggas because somebody might try me. Because MLP was like walking.
I wasn't scared to get involved.
It was like walking.
What the fuck you talking about?
It was like walking around.
I'm the original 2 Chainz. I'm still wearing the same 2 Chainz from fucking 20 years ago.
It was
What
like
you talking
walking
about?
around with a gun. It's like, oh, you want to listen to them niggas? I'll show you what it's really about.
No, you know what? I just didn't like the music. I'm trying to think because the only thing I heard from them was maybe Downtown Swinger. Was
It doesn't
the first because I didn't hear the shit before that. I didn't hear.
It doesn't matter what it is.
What did they come out with first? Because they came out with the one joint, the one in the chamber shit. That was, I think it was on the Strapped album, maybe or some shit like that.
The first family joint wasn't.
No, what was the first MOP joint? How about some hardcore?
How about some hardcore?
Yeah, I wasn't. That wasn't my era because I was too young for that shit. So the first joints I heard was Downtown Swinger on some Clue tapes or whatever, and they were cool. Wasn't that dope?
It wasn't even like.
But then I actually heard Firing Squad all the way through, and I was like, "Holy shit!" these
Like,
are my
yeah, if you
favorite
go
niggas.
back
Yeah.
and listen to them
Yeah.
now, you're like, yo, these dudes were like on it.
You know what's
But-
crazy? They don't give them dudes the due with how ill they are as MCs. They give them for the rowdy shit or whatever.
Nah, all right,
But
so
Lil Fame and Billy Dan's are ill fucking MCs.
here's the Fago take right now on mine.
What?
They were better as a group than Capone and Noriega.
Ooh.
By far. By far.
You think so?
By far.
I think so too.
The problem was Capone and Noriega got through when.
No, but they had a fly angle though. They had a real fly angle.
And that was
They
the
had
thing.
Traj with them. They had the fucking beats. Yeah.
Well, they had the whole bridge with them. Like, the whole thing was, by the time they got there, MOP was already 2-3 albums in.
So let me ask you
And
this.
either you liked them or you didn't.
Okay, so now I'm gonna give you a more Fuego take. Were the Cellar Dwellers iller than Capone and Noriega?
Yes. Come on.
Wow. You're saying okay? No, we're not gonna compare albums. We're just talking skill on the mic. Oh, are we talking albums? Are we talking Realms and Reality versus?
We were talking about skills.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm about to say.
Yeah, skills wise.
Yeah.
I mean, because
War Report changed my life.
Yeah, but that's like some kid right now saying the Violator album changed my life. I can't argue with that.
I've never even heard the Violator album.
I know you keep saying that, and I don't believe you, but
nigga, because you know why? Because I heard Vibrant Thing, and I was like, fuck Q-Tip for 20 years almost.
Yeah, but that song had nothing to do with that album.
Yeah, we're going to change it. But anyway, yeah, where we at? Well, we kind of went into a pocket of duos.
Yeah.
Of ill duos.
So,
what's your favorite duo of all time besides Mobb Deep?
All time?
Besides Mobb Deep. Because Show and AG, but is that that's technically not a duo because one of them makes beats, right? I'm talking
no. That's still a duo. Because that's still a duo because Gangstar's a duo. Like, Gangstar's a duo.
Oh, okay, no, we're gonna make this a duo. Where both niggas rap. We're both niggas or female.
So we're talking all city and all.
Yeah,
okay.
We're talking real MC duos. We're not talking MC DJ. We can have a whole nother conversation about that shit.
All right, so favorite.
Who do you think? And let's do it like this, okay? Let's do it. Which duos? Okay, besides Mobb Deep.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not adding duos with MCs. I mean duos with DJs.
Okay.
So no Tribe, no whatever, right? So, what duos made the best albums?
Outkast.
Yeah, you won. You won that completely.
That's.
You won that.
I mean, that's.
No, they're omitted too. You know what? They're fucking omitted too.
Okay, so if we omit Outkast
and Mobb Deep.
And Mobb Deep, we're looking at
Who are you looking at? Who made MOP? I think MOP.
I mean, in my mind, say right now, yes, MOP.
Right, because they had a nice little.
Because
Firing Squad. What was the album after that?
What was that? I don't even have
the one with
For the Family,
and then
like
not For the Family. First Family for Life, and then they had Warriors. They had a 3-album run.
I'm sorry, Warriors might have been one of the greatest albums people don't fuck with, but
Warriors is the pinnacle of MOP greatness, right? You would say that?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song on that album?
Power.
Yeah, Power's crazy.
Power.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Devour. Yo, Power hit so hard. Like, I was scared for a little bit. Between Power and Home Sweet Home. Because Home Sweet Home brought back one of my favorite MC voices.
Wherever you at, Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
I don't want to say rest in peace, but...
Nah, because I know he's still alive. He's doing around.
He was going to be the next one.
Yeah.
God, he fucking blew it. You fucking blew it, Lord have mercy. What the fuck happened? Nah, but what was my joint on there? Yo, you know what was my joint originally was G Building, but the G Building that was on it was on a Loud promo CD.
Yep.
The original version of the G, because they had remember that shit the Dead Prez joint.
Yeah.
They got to hit shit, but what Cash Money? The version on that album was crazy. That shit was crazy.
What happened to the days?
That Dead Prez album. People don't realize how important that Dead Prez album. To me personally, that album was like the way people heard the first Public Enemy album.
Yeah, you're talking about
that albums.
People don't understand how much Dead Prez as a group.
Yo, shout out to Lord Jamar too for making all them beats, making a lot of them beats.
To hip hop, like Dead Prez really, they were essentially the new Public Enemy. That time,
for us, with our mindsets, right? Because we were seniors.
Because we're mid to late '90s, running around doing the most reckless shit ever, and had none of the OGs be like, "Yo, you got to go back and listen to this."
Yeah,
and that
shit didn't hit us like Dead Prez.
But I'm saying,
didn't personally hit us like Dead Prez.
In 2017. You couldn't just go on Spotify and be like we have to go back and find out these records and talk to people and
their album cover had mad African dudes with fucking AKs in the air, and they had to put a sticker over that shit.
You compare that to now, like us saying, we're not even telling them go that far back. We're just saying.
I'm still talking to females and using the mind sex lines.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. I'm telling people, just tap into some of that Most Def Mathematics, or that just the Black on Both Sides album as a whole, or and And I'm trying, and that's the.
If they can find the Pharoah Monch album.
I'm saying that's at max. That's at max as far as I'm telling them to go, because I don't want them to go that far because I know they don't understand it.
Yeah.
But for us, we didn't have too many of those. Like, fortunately for us, coming up behind us, there were some of the greatest lines as far as people and movement and all that other shit. Like, people don't look at Tribe Called Quest is somebody who were about that, but I'm like, they absolutely were, though.
What you got to remember, too, is that art is in the context of the people hearing it and when they hear it and shit like that.
But
you gotta remember, when we were hearing Tribe, we were like fucking, like when Tribe first came out, we were like fucking 7, 8 years old.
I'm trying to think. It's the word I'm missing, but
because
they say art is
it's subjective to the person viewing the art. Is all it is.
Not that, but it's.
But
it's something to the time that it came out.
Because when you hear it,
because me looking at a piece of Andy Warhol, I'm like, was he dyslexic? What was his problem? Yeah, like that's the only thing I can think. I'm like, he had one of those things that they didn't know was a problem now. Because I look at art in a different way because I follow so much artists and graffiti shit and like.
But artists are fucking trolls.
They are. They always have been.
All y'all that think artists are and this is coming from motherfuckers who create art, right? And we may not be what you think as great artists, but we understand the concept of making art. All we do is fuck with you.
All right, so
artists just fuck with you.
So like Banksy, right?
Yeah, he just fucks with y'all.
People live on this whole Banksy. I'm like,
didn't they find out who he was?
No, they've been found out.
Well, who is he?
I don't know. I can't remember because I never.
No, what you should have said. I can't tell you because I don't snitch, nigga.
Well, I won't tell because I can't. But like, his whole art is like stencil shit, and to me,
that's cheating.
Is
it cheating?
Not only cheating.
I don't know. I can't draw. Shout out to strangers. That nigga can draw.
That's what I'm saying. So
I can't draw.
He figured out a way to do things without any detail, like without any actual detail. And I was like, that's dope that he figured out he sucks at doing something.
Did you ever see that, I think, was it a Banksy documentary? And like one of the OG graffiti heads from England was like, yo, this cornball, I had to smack the shit out of him back in the day. He was writing over my fucking pieces.
None of the original, original bomb.
We all know he's from the UK.
Yeah, none of those dudes liked him at all, especially because of what he was doing. And unfortunately, and I'm going to say this in a weird way, but the only reason he became as famous as he became was because he got arrested.
Yeah.
When he did.
Well, what do you mean he got arrested? So everyone already knows who he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
we ain't snitching though.
Yeah.
We don't snitch on graffiti.
I mean, you can Google,
we don't
Google
snitch
that.
anyway. Yeah. Y'all can figure out who Banksy is. But we ain't snitching on him.
It was only because he got arrested, his name became this thing. But outside of that, everybody was just
when did he get arrested? What year was that?
This is
fucking mad early 2000s.
No. Yeah. This has been a couple years now. Because what was it? He pinned her on something that was like, I'm gonna find you now. Like he hit one of those type things.
All right, so
but he never that was the only crazy thing about his art. Like it was never crazy, extenuating to cover up. Like you hit one brush or one roll of a paint roller. And cover up his work and be done with it. Like, it wasn't like it was hard to, erase him from history, but it was just the fact that he was moving so much faster than they was. But, the real dudes who sit in there for 2 or 3 hours in those wee hours of the night, bombing those hard-to-reach places and those shit you can't see until you get the right point in the city, those guys... They hated the shit out of him because nothing that he did was truly special.
He was just running through with stencils at a fucking
it's
kid. Yeah.
Nothing that you're doing is actually special. Yeah. And then there was no piece that he did.
Yeah. There's no burners.
Yeah, there was no piece that he did that was actually special.
And so, like we say, art is subjective.
Yeah.
To the person
It's very
viewing the
like.
art. All right, I'm gonna take you on another. Okay. What?
How do we even get to this shit?
I don't even know. But check this out. Best Wu album.
Who?
Best WuTang album.
WuTang
Affiliate,
album?
Any album that WuTang has ever.
Nah, don't. No, you can't do that. You already know that catalog is extensive as shit. Don't do that. No.
Yeah. What's the best Wu album?
Best Wu-Tang group album?
No.
No, I'm not, because that's unfair to everyone.
Okay, let's do the best WuTang album.
Wu-Tang album?
I'm saying forever.
Yes, forever.
Okay. What's the best WuTang fucking member album? Who has the best album?
Wu-Tang, again, that's...
I'm only talking 9 to 8 members.
But again, that's subjective because...
What's your favorite?
I already told you,
Cool.
Meth was my...
So Tikal's your favorite WuTang?
No, but I'm saying he was my intro into them, and even though I go back and I compare his albums to some of his brothers, I still hold his shit in such a way like I won't let it be defeated. But
Okay,
Ghostface, all right. So Ghostface is.
No, I'm talking about the OG. We're talking about Iron Man, Only Built.
All right, so the official first
Tikal,
album. Okay, so that's
Return to
different.
36
The official
Chambers,
first album.
I'll even put Dex first album, Golden Arms.
Well, you have
in
to.
there.
No, the first.
I'll even put the Pillage in there.
No. The first official album from everyone.
Yeah. Who had the best one?
Meth.
Oh, you wild.
The only person I see rivaling him is Ghost.
You
with Iron Man.
fucking wildin'.
Only
How
built
are you not gonna say
only built for Cuban Links? Not it for me.
Or how you no? You know what? My favorite one, it's either Iron Man or Liquid Swords.
Liquid Swords is cool.
I fuck with Liquid Swords heavy.
You can't run it the whole way through.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
There's
I
a
can
lot.
run Iron Man all the way through.
I can run Iron Man all the way through too.
I can run Only Built for Cuban Links all the way through. I can't run Tical all the way through. You're wild.
I can.
You're wild with that. It's because you're from the fucking islands.
No,
Yeah.
it's because literally, I'm telling you, when I really started wanting to
That's what I'm
pay
saying. It's
attention.
subjective. Yeah, because I didn't like meth. Like,
But that's what I'm saying.
I didn't like meth back then.
If I could erase that part of my memory to be like, okay, he was in such a pinnacle of what you believe with those guys, then it's obviously Iron Man.
Nah, well,
It's obviously Iron Man.
no, I would say the fight is between Cuban Links and Iron Man.
There's no
And-
fight.
No, because you have early Wu adopters and you have these
There
later
is
Wu adopters.
no fight.
Yes, there's a fight.
There's no fight.
Only built for Cuban Links might be Iron
Only
Man.
built for Cuban
But
Links.
that might have to be an album fight for later.
Only built for
That might
Cuban
be an album
Links.
fight.
It's an album for niggas who never actually listened. And I said in the terms of that album was already ingrained in people before they even listened to it. So by the time they listened to it, they were like, "Oh, this shit's amazing! It's a masterpiece." Not
You're wild.
how okay. So I'm gonna give you one question.
All right.
One question, plain and simple. What else has he done?
Who?
As far as anything that you like.
No, we're not talking about.
What else has Raekwon done as far as anything you like album
Cuban
wise?
Links 2, the mixtapes before Cuban Links 2. Blue Eagles is one of my favorite Raekwon songs ever.
I don't. Can he put a body of work together?
Yeah, Cuban Links 2 is really good. Cuban Links 2 is really good.
That's like 20 years later. We're not even. We won't even get to that
Oh,
yet.
You're trying to make me bring up a mobilarity.
No. I'm trying to say in that span of time,
Because you know
he was one of the least working Wu members
Yeah.
in that time period. So other guys have more. Yes, they have more
They have more
albums
material than
to
him.
fucking bring up, but it's not like
But if you think about
he
it,
went
too-
from great album to great album.
No. But if you think about it though, if you can think about cats who kept Wu alive,
Yeah.
when nobody else was, it was
Method Man,
Ghost.
no. Method Man and Ghostface.
No, he was too.
Method Man and Ghostface.
Mid 2000s, Raekwon was keeping that shit alive with his freestyles, all them shits.
Method Man.
You're wildin'.
And
You're wildin'.
Ghostface.
Don't disrespect fucking the chef. The chef was fucking dropping ill shit.
Not disrespecting the chef. I'm just saying what he was
Because
doing.
there was a moment, look, when
What he was
when
doing
Meth
was
dropping the
keeping
420 shit.
his career alive.
No.
Not the Wu-Tang career
No,
alive.
But look, when Meth was dropping the 420, all that bullshit that we weren't really fucking with,
Mm-hmm.
right? This guy was still dropping fucking heat rocks. Remember the fucking Only Built for Cuban Link shit with the fucking with Busta Rhymes?
Mm-hmm.
It's around the same time, dog.
Yeah.
And that fucking song was fire, wasn't it?
Who was it for?
It was for him.
Exactly.
But he had RZA on the shit too. Who made the beat?
I don't know. I don't
RZA
care.
made the beat. It was some WuTang
Listen,
shit.
this is a whole nother
Because-
episode because you know that whole relationship between all of them has never been quite right after Forever.
Because you know that
Even when they drop Iron Flag, which is a dope album, by the
I've
way.
never heard it.
Yo, Iron Flag is actually super dope.
Dude, I bought the record. I bought the single. I bought Gravel Pit, whatever was on the.
Nah, that gravel pit shit was.
No, those are the only records I bought. And I was like, I ain't listening to this shit.
Yo, there's some records on Iron Flag that I was like.
And then the next 2 Wu albums were trash, and then they
Well,
dropped.
no.
For
So
Metal
the
Tomorrow,
no,
I
no,
don't even know what the fuck
the
that
very
was.
next thing after the
This is a Midas conversation.
the very next thing after the double album was the W. The W was actually dope.
Yeah.
And then Iron Flag came out. And they're both actually really, really good albums.
Yeah.
The problem was the 2 solo careers who were keeping them afloat the whole time was putting out albums of their own and it was killing people.
Yeah.
So just before the W, Method Man was dropping to Cal 2000.
Yeah.
And murdering everything. Ghostface is dropping Bulletproof Wallets.
So wait, you really just said that Meth was dropping to Cal 2000 and was murdering everything.
Around that time, what do you remember coming out?
Are you fucking?
What do you remember coming out?
You forgot about the whole Def Jam 2000 fucking program?
I'm not talking about.
EPMD.
I'm not talking about people like us that just know other artists and know these people are coming out. I'm talking about as a person that knows nothing about rap, and all they see is what's being shown to them.
What year is this? Is this 99?
This is like 99, 2000.
This is around when Pun dropped.
Remember, this is when Pun first dropped. Eminem first came out. All these other things.
Yeah, no, Eminem came out in 97.
No. You're thinking about the original Eminem. Eminem's official album dropped in 98.
Yeah, okay. So, but then Marshall Mathers dropped in 2000, right?
2002.
No, Marshall Mathers dropped in
2002.
I bought that shit the day it came out. I fought for the hype.
Not like
it's a good album, though.
You can't fuck with M, man. Like, what's so crazy about his shit? His albums sound nothing like his abilities.
No.
That's why I always liked him as an artist. I only say that because
I just hate his beats.
I just hate
the beats he raps to.
Yeah. But remember he came up in a era where being in the studio was a part of everything. So like
he came up in an era where you got to pay for samples, and being the most famous rapper, he's like, "Yo, we're gonna make these beats original, so I'm gonna get all the credit."
Well, no, I'm saying that like you got to remember his first day in the studio was with Dr. Dre.
Not his first day in the studio.
His first day in an actual large.
That nigga had another album. He was fucking with the.
Yeah, we're not talking about
We're
not talking about Infinite, all those dumb shits. His first official album.
Yeah. Okay.
You seen the Defiant ones? You seen the shit that they were talking about? Like, yo, the first day they made what was it? The Slim Shady song.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, that's my first 5 minutes into meeting this guy, or not meeting him, but in the studio with him. And I'm like, you don't. Dude. As far as being
his
signed,
first. You know what's weird about him? His first lines into the lexicon of popular America. Hi kids, do you like Primus?
Yeah.
Want to see me stick 9-inch nails between? Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, he basically was like, hey, white guys that fucking listen to shit and are fucking my age, you're gonna know who Primus and 9-inch nails are, right? You saw that?
So, who was it? I don't know if it was L or Meth. There was this episode of They were showing.
You remember Meth on the fucking limp? This fucking Fred Durst and fucking Meth on a fucking DJ Premier beat. What the fuck was going on back then?
So this is between 2001 and 2005.
Yeah. No, it's between 2000 and 2002.
Nah, this is still going on.
High school for us.
This is still 2001, 2005. But all this shit was still going on between then. Because remember, DJ Premier made a fucking album with Christina Aguilera. Like,
yep.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
he did.
Yeah,
that was like 06.
This shit was still going on. So, but that's when the hype became so real for us because Walk This Way, Run DMC and them, all due to the doors they thought they broke down when they really didn't.
Yeah.
When this shit happened, though, what turned around and happening is literally the biggest artists in rap and the biggest acts at the time in rock making an album, which was the Jay-Z Linkin Park album. And this is after...
But you know what's fucked up about that? Is they talk about this rap rock shit, and people forget that the Beastie Boys are the fucking fathers.
But this is what I'm saying. No one... But remember the time span, like I said, the Walk This Way, remember the time span between that and when all this shit happened.
But when Jay-Z dropped the shit with Linkin Park, you forget that there was a whole rap rock fucking... Stop grabbing the mic, you faggot.
No, I'm trying to...
Excuse my
turn
French.
it this way.
Anyway.
But no, this is what I'm saying.
You forgot the rap rock era.
No, I'm saying
of
this
Limp
is what...
Bizkit, P.O.D., all them fucking
This is what I'm saying. All that...
we have a DJ.
This is what...
Smash Mouth has a fucking DJ.
This is what turned all of that shit into that album.
Isn't DJ Lethal the DJ for Smash Mouth or some shit like
yes.
that? No, he's the DJ.
No.
He's the DJ
he was
for Limp
Bizkit. Limp Bizkit.
Come on, man.
But this is what I'm saying. All of those things culminated into that peak of where that rap rock shit happened.
Okay, so this is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming everyone who fucking was into all that rap rock shit, the Limp Bizkit, the P.O.D., or whatever the fuck, all y'all fucking listen to country music right now. I bet you $45.
What's that Butterfly song?
That's P.O.D.
No, it wasn't P.O.D.
Yeah, Pretty Butterfly.
No. It was the...
No, come to me, lady.
Lady. Sugar fly.
Man.
No, it's not P.O.D.
Yeah, it is. Look
Sugar.
it up on your fucking phone.
Man, I'm
Look it up on your
phone.
phone.
I know P.O.D.
You don't know P.O.D. You don't know shit.
I
If we were talking about fucking Calypso, or some
feel
shit,
so alive. That's P.O.D.
For
the very first
time. You're talking about fuck.
As soon as it hits you
There's a vibe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that song was horrible.
It was a terrible song, but that was like the
look
pinnacle.
I swear it was P.O.D. No, yeah, you're right. That wasn't P.O.D. It was fucking Crazy Town.
Crazy Town, dude.
Fucking Crazy Town.
Who had a shirt off and all this shit.
Yeah. Wow. There was some fucking... That is like... What,
I didn't even finish type of Crazy Town Butterfly. Yep.
Yo, like,
But this is what we had to endure for this shit.
Yeah, but shout out to DJ Stranger, because me and him always talk about all this shit. It's what is considered butt rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's butt rock.
This is the thing. I don't care what Stranger says. These type of douchebags put two of the worlds that he loves so dearly together
It's
for
still
the first time.
It's still butt rock. You know it's butt rock.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying for him, for somebody that loves.
I like how you said that though.
Because all right. So for Stranger, for y'all, all right, for don't know, DJ Stranger is our DJ. He is an absolute hip hop head and an absolute rock head.
No, a metal head.
So.
Yeah. Like metal, like Slayer, Sepultura.
So low key for
Death,
him,
that type of shit.
Both of his worlds collided. Yes, it may not have been the way he liked, but at this time in history.
And this time for you, because you came straight off the island in a potato sack fucking shirt,
and this
going to high school, and you're like, oh my god, this is different than the fucking steel drums you were listening to
dumbass.
while you were picking fucking coconuts.
The same shit on the fucking radio. Like, for him, though, this is the one time it might have been possible to hear something like a Metallica.
That was not a Metallica anything.
Shut up and listen to what I'm saying. This is the one time it was possible to hear like a Metallica Public Enemy song.
Don't you dare compare Crazy Town to Metallica or
I'm not
Public
comparing
Enemy.
either, though. I'm saying while this was going on and all that, I know we can't remember all of the collaborations that happened, but you know... And you remember, it was a lot of shit going on. It was a lot of songs.
Oh, there's a lot of butt rock going on. There's a lot of butt rock.
But I'm saying, that was the opening.
Did you like Creed?
But I never fucking Creed because of their message. Their message was... Their message was...
Because you hate God?
No.
Why do you hate God?
I don't hate God.
It sounds like you hate God.
I just have...
Is it because you're from Is it because you're a savage from a savage land?
Possibly, but my only problem is that
That what? It doesn't go with you believing in your tree gods, right?
No, I became a kid of science. Like I got really heavy into science. I just love science and figuring out how things
He's so
work.
full of shit. He was over there in the Bahamas fucking had his coconut gods and whatever the fuck they were doing over there.
Nah, everybody over there is a Baptist, you dumbass.
Really?
Yes.
I thought they were Catholics at least, no?
No, there's like a couple of Catholic churches, but...
because the Bahamas was an English, right?
Yeah, well, they're English as shit.
Yeah, so y'all Protestant. I get it.
No, they ain't a Protestant, but
you know what I mean. Anything that's not Catholic is technically Protestant.
But, yeah, like,
Wow, y'all niggas... So where would y'all baptize each other in the ocean?
No, I never got baptized. I watched them do like shit. Like the first time I seen that fake Fallout shit in church, I stopped going.
Okay, so you saw the Jesus.
Yeah. I stopped going.
Okay. Yo, shout out to y'all.
Because I was like, what is that?
Dude, I feel like, you know what I feel like that is? I feel like these motherfuckers go to church that Sunday like, yo, I got the ill fall. I got the ill fall.
Yo, they don't even know what's about to hit them.
I'm not even gonna fall when he's going crazy.
Like, yo, I'm gonna knock my hat off.
I'm gonna fall during Amazing Grace.
I'm gonna knock my hat off.
Yeah, oh my god. And I'm gonna twist. I'm gonna knock my hat off, twist, tap my feet, and then I'm just going to fall to the ground and do the worm.
So here's the thing. If you've never seen this type of activity, you've never been to a black church.
Or a Pentecostal church. No Spanish people know this church. Or, I forget.
Well, most Spanish people... Well, most,
no, the Pentecostal shit's just like
I'm
that.
saying
they speak in tongues and shit.
Most Spanish people that I know are Catholic.
Really?
Believe it or not, yeah.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. But there's a big group, especially here, there's a big Pentecostal group of people.
Well, yeah, this is America, so
where they do all that fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, but for people who have never experienced that whole, let's just quote unquote, you see my fingers moving right now, the black church experience, and you're sitting there, you're just enjoying whatever it is,
God.
and
Bible.
Yeah, they just start breaking out in the song and dance.
And then the song, and then Jesus comes and saves you.
If you're, if you're like a 7 to 13-year-old kid
that just started smoking weed,
like
that shit, you break the matrix at that point.
Everything about what you thought church meant is going to be ruined because.
When's the first time you smoked weed? How old were you?
I honestly don't even know.
I was like 12. So I
that shit don't know.
I literally, but the first time I smoked weed, I was shout out to my neighbor. I'm not gonna say his name, but he fucking laced our weed with cocaine when he fucking lit us up. So we were fucking out here wilding.
Well, cause you gotta remember, cause too, like weed was such a regular thing there.
Jamaican red hairs with seeds in it.
Yeah, like
to take the seeds out. Shit, y'all are so lucky nowadays.
Everybody I know back then smoked weed outside of, the kids who were newly coming up and they were trying to be like, yo, weed's not the greatest thing. Let's not do that. So
let's kill the debate for all you idiot fucks. Who has the best weed?
Who has the best weed?
Ethnicity. Who has the best weed?
Ethnicity? Shit, I don't know.
White people always have the best weed. So quit being mean to fucking white people because they always have the best trees for y'all.
Well, yeah, I mean, all right, so here's, if you don't understand what he just meant, it's simply the fact that white people most likely are going to pay for the shit that most drug dealers reserve for themselves.
Yep, that's exactly what he meant because we all know drug dealers.
And they're not going to give you that good shit. They're going to be like, yo, I got a 20 bag over there. You want that? All right, cool.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a white dude that's going to walk in the room right after you and be like, hey, I have $300 on me. I just want just one blunt worth of weed. And then, so he's going to go back and be like, I'm going to make sure.
This shows me you haven't smoked weed in like 20 years.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you asked for like history lesson on it. They're thinking, this dude is going to give me $300 and I can literally give him whatever I want. I need him to come back. All I have to do is give him half of some good shit.
I just know from personal experience, white people always have better weed. Always. They've always had better weed. Always. Like, even when I was in New York and I'd be there for the summer,
Well,
Florida,
and also
oh,
too,
like
you got to remember their channels are a lot different.
We get the weed first, because people don't know how the shit goes from California here. Like, yeah, but anyway, we're not gonna talk about that.
I know. I'm sorry, distributors. We almost got you, but no, we're not gonna talk about that. We're just gonna talk about the categories as far as what it is now. If
but
you are,
you're talking to motherfuckers who smoke the weed but don't smoke weed, so it's even worse. So all y'all motherfuckers are listening right now, like,
yeah, if you taking notes, you're a dumbass. Like, don't take notes from this.
I last time I bought weed was like 2004. So don't even talk to me. These
The
are my
only
observations.
thing I can say from everyone right now is California right now is king. If you really think you're about that life,
California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Florida,
the
and
West
everybody
Coast.
else.
Just hit the West Coast.
Yeah, even up north, British Columbia.
I've heard Colorado.
But Florida got some flames.
I've heard Colorado right now is killing it too.
That sounded super lame. You should know that.
Well, why I said this because
legal.
Not because it's legal. So now they're growing things.
But you got to understand something. Florida is a perfect climate to grow shit.
Yeah, I know.
Florida's always had fireweed. People don't realize this
but
shit. Florida's always had
the problem in Florida, they import and then try to grow rather than grow first.
We're not gonna have this conversation.
Right. So
I'm not. Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, we can't. There's just so much details that they can't.
Yeah, and fucking, we don't smoke weed, so we don't know shit.
That again too. Yeah, I don't, because there's so many different ways to grow. Like, people think you just like put some shit in the ground and it pops up. No, there's so much different ways of growing.
Yo, so are you hype? Okay, so I have two things I want to happen in the next 20 years, right? I want a steroid league of any sport where you can do whatever fucking drugs you want and you can compete, right? And I also want a combat league on some fucking Coliseum shit where niggas have swords. They can't kill each other, but they can slice each other up.
Like
How say you, sir?
Just like some straight gladiator,
like you have a sword, you can't kill him.
No, it's like,
what if you kill him by accident?
Whatever,
But you're not supposed to kill.
Action-wise, like gladiator.
Shit. Yeah,
kind of like some extreme fencing,
extreme fencing.
Extreme fencing is really what you think
with
about,
no pads,
no pads on that.
Yeah.
Just got you that one time.
Yeah. But my problem is okay. So I've always had this dream as a child, right? Like from watching.
Because you're a psycho.
No, from watching Van Damme movies, right? So, like, obviously, one of the most important movies in my life is fucking Bloodsport, right? That's the pinnacle of movie shit to me, right?
Well, you gotta explain when you say movie shit, because I know what you mean.
Okay, movie shit. I mean,
like
you grow up playing with toys.
Like straight action.
Yeah, straight action, like karate shit. This is your introduction to fucking a martial arts movie, because you're for me, when Kickboxer and Bloodsport came out, I was fucking super young.
You know what I just realized? What? This whole analogy you're about to do won't make sense for this generation at all.
No, but they're going to have to hear it because fuck them.
I say that because
we're not talking about that generation. We're talking about people who know us.
I'm saying they don't even make these type of movies no more.
Okay, well, look. Check this out. So, that is... Okay, so we grew up with genres of movies that were karate-based martial arts.
Movies.
Yeah. Movies where motherfuckers did karate and beat the shit out of niggas, right? So, Bloodsport is one of the movies that basically is what I saw when I saw Street Fighter, when I played the game, right? And the ill shit about Bloodsport is everybody in the movie had a martial art, right? So when you first saw the UFC back in the day, when the shit first popped off, you saw niggas in fucking overalls fighting a nigga in a karate gi. Like, you saw niggas with different disciplines, but then mixed martial arts came out. And I've always just wanted the nigga who knew kung fu to fight the nigga who knew karate, and the nigga who had the monkey style fought the nigga who had the tiger claw. And wrestlers and all that shit fucked all that shit up for me. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of years, we can get the sword fight death shit down, where niggas have certain sword disciplines. So you have a nigga with a scimitar against a nigga with a katana blade. You don't think it's gonna work? You think they're just gonna rock with the Roman broadsword?
No, I don't think it's not gonna work. I just don't think people are ready for.
You pay me $150 to watch a nigga bleed?
Like, you don't have
I'm
to
a
pay.
savage. We're gonna pay for that.
I don't
We're
know.
gonna. If you know,
I'll pay more than that.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
if you know it's a $200 pay-per-view, and you know a nigga might die, you telling me you're not paying for it?
I paid that much for like the worst boxing shit ever, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Oh, shout out to all you niggas who owe me money for the Conor McGregor fight, by the way. A lot of y'all niggas owe me money who didn't pay me for that fight, by the way.
Like, my thing with it, it's not that people aren't ready for it. It's just people aren't ready for it. That's
Oh, they're ready for it. They're ready for it. We have a bloodlust, bro. We have a fucking bloodlust. Quit moving the fucking mic around. What are you doing?
I realized having it backwards wasn't helping it out.
All right. Where we at? All right, we 40 minutes in? We cool?
So
We're done. We're about to go to the Veinies anyway.
I didn't want to put that out to the people.
We're done. Yeah, we're done.
No. So we're gonna wrap it up on saying, we're two scumbags. We like beer, and we also make music. Check us out where you can never see us.
No, don't listen to him. Shinobi Stalin, Marz Mello, Word Chemist, DJ Stranger, The Beat Ministry, and catch us at the Veinies. Sweet. Worth having.
No. You're not gonna put me out there like that, son.
Sniff coke at the Veinies, so come hang out with us.
Catch us if we are ever in your city performing at a venue that you know or very much frequent. We're at the bar always.
Always at the bar.
Legit. Soon as we
no disrespect if you're like okay. So we will bring this up before we leave, right? So, dealing at a local level when you deal with artists, right? They want everyone to stand up front for them to do shows. But what ends up happening is when you're dealing with rappers who are performing too, a lot of these rappers want the other rappers to watch them perform, which is fucking stupid and corny. So what you'll find is motherfuckers like us will be at the bar. We're watching you perform, and we're watching what you do because we're studying you. We don't need to be in the front of the fucking venue to watch you rap. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be disrespected by us just hanging out in the back, okay? We are the least of your concerns. You need to worry about fucking Jill and fucking Marcus who came in who you've never seen before. Fucking wow them. You never wow us because we're always studying each other and we're always trying to kill each other. All right? With that, we out. Beer Money Unlimited.
To make that less angry for regular people, we're usually at the bar because we're just more comfortable there. I'm never going to be out front rocking to your set, ever. This is not because I don't respect you as an artist. It's just because
we don't respect that you don't got a bar on stage.
Yeah. Like, throw me out a bottle of Heineken while you rapping. I might buy your album right then and there. But, you know, to each his own. Johnny suck.
Fuck y'all niggas.